Hey, I'm Michael LeBlanc, owner of Create with Consciousness. I am an author of Manifest Your Best Life with God, A Better Life with God, and The Abundance Factor. Before I get into the workshop, I want to invite you to make a decision. And that is that yes, you can have what you want in life. And it doesn't matter what the subject area is that you want improvement in. Maybe it's relationships, maybe it's health, maybe it's finances, maybe it's a better job. Whatever that is, yes, you can have those improvements. And I want you to imagine it. I want you to imagine you now have that thing you've been wanting. So you're now enjoying that person and that relationship. You've received the extra money. And just feel the relief, feel the joy, feel the fun of that conversation, of sharing that with your friends, and just feel how good that feels. Because it's frustrating when you really want something and you can't seem to figure it out. And you watch other people who wanted that and they get it and it's like, well, what the hell? So it's frustrating. And so much so that chapter 1 of this book is called Why the Heck Isn't It Working? Because after spirituality has just always been a passion of mine. In my 20s, I thought I was going to be a priest. I decided against it because I wasn't religious. I just really love spirituality. And I'm gay, and it's like, well, that's just a bad idea. So don't be a priest. But spirituality has stayed with me, and metaphysics has really resonated with me. And so I have been, for the last easily 25 plus years, learning, training, going to workshops, all in that area around metaphysics and spirituality and law of attraction and vibration and all those kind of aspects. And what was frustrating was I would get some good results, but not in this area or not in this particular thing, but I would get it here and it was just like, well, what the hell? Why not? And I wanted to know and I wanted to be more masterful at it. And I've had to really improve in every single area of my life. So depression, anxiety, money, relationships, etc. Right? And one particular story I'm going to share is I had this growth on my head about the size of a dime. And I don't care what I applied from the metaphysics world, the spirituality world, the Reiki world, because I'm trained in that also, nothing would work. And that was for years, right? And it was discouraging and it was frustrating. Friends were like, go to the doctor. And I was like, no, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to heal it. And I kept studying, I kept applying, I kept going to workshops, even went to see Joe Dispenza recently. Awesome, by the way. And I finally got to this new place. It was a nuance I hit on. And what happened was it started shifting. The moment I started experiencing that, it started shifting and dried up, flaked off, and eventually went away. And it has not returned. And now my hair continues to be thin, and I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to fix that or not. But everything in the workshop is how to help you embody that state of being where your desire is done. You have it, you receive it, you're feeling the great fun of it all, right? That's the goal. People who've come to my workshops, what they love about them is it's specific ways, it's things to do, it's not just information. Because when I go to something, I want to take stuff away. I want to be able to apply it and watch it work, and that's the plan for you. So the goal is for you to experience yourself as an expression of God, as an expression of God consciousness, this intelligence, this energy. I don't really care what you call it, but as an expression of and a oneness with it. We're going to do some meditation around that. We're going to do some specific things to help you deliberately align with your true self, right? There's 3 specific meditations around that, the science behind them, the health benefits, but there's also a technique I've been crafting. I call it my I am agreement, my true self agreement. And it's one of the most direct ways I know to align with your true self, think and feel from your true self. When you get thrown off, how do you get back? And all of these are to help you do that. Want to gain some understanding around, well, what does it mean by this vibrational nature of consciousness that we all are a part of and we all are made of in a certain way? And how our attention, our focus really does activate vibration. And it can do it in a negative way, it can do it in a positive way, but law of attraction is woven in and it's always operating, right? So it's kind of like everything, the only answer to the universe has to you is yes. Whether you're putting out negative, you're putting out positive, the answer is yes. And so we want to look at all that and how to take charge of your focus, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, so that you're putting out what you want. You're going for what you want as opposed to what you don't want. Part 2 of the workshop is all about manifesting deliberately. So the power and energy of just blessing something. Why does that work? How does it work? And the science behind that. I combine a Hawaiian healing technique I learned years ago at a training I took around it and my Reiki training, and combine those two as a way to do a blessing of your energy centers to restore balance, restore your energy. I also use it and have prevented like infections or overcome infections really much quicker by using that. And then there's also 5 specific steps we're going to look at when I have something I want and I want to manifest it in my world. What do I do? And we're going to look at those in particular, and you're going to practice those techniques. And so you leave with techniques and things you can do. It's $125 a person. If you bring a friend, you pay $100, your friend pays $100. Bringing a friend to me is a lot more fun. I like going to these with people if I can, and so I invite you to do that. If this is still too much for you and you do feel like this is right for you, please contact me at michael@createwithconsciousness.com. I would prefer you come and we work out the finance part together if this really feels right for you. So don't let the money part scare you off. Register at createwithconsciousness.com, which is my website. If you enter in createwithconsciousness.com/workshops, it'll take you there. If you go to my website, go to services at the top, drop down workshops, it'll take you there too. Space is limited, so please sign up and get ready to learn and have a great experience. Some bonuses. You each get a copy of my both books signed. You get a free journal that I had created for the workshop. And you also get 30 minutes of a free coaching session following the workshop. So when you're trying to start applying this and working with it, maybe you have some follow-up questions or something like that, we can chat about that. All right? So it is December 8th. So it's a couple of Saturday coming up, December 8th on a Saturday. It's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., so it's not a super early start, but you have the rest of your day. It's at 224 St. Landry Street, Suite 3H, here in Lafayette, Louisiana, corner of St. Mary's and St. Landry's, so right around Castille's funeral home. And again, to register, go to createwithconsciousness.com/workshops. I love this stuff. I've had too many experiences in my life to call it luck or a fluke or just woohoo. And I would love to share that with you. I would love to help you manifest what you want in your life and not maybe have to struggle quite as long as I had to do it. So look forward to seeing you. Thanks for your time and blessings to you.